My oh my, how fast the tide's turned against me, huh?
All right, Brian, I'm going to speak to you directly because I've tagged you in a couple of my videos because I've watched all your Purple Revolution. Okay. Now, I did a video earlier today. I suggest you go watch it. But I watched this video that you just posted where you said that the tide has turned against you. And here are some things I think that you should probably try to understand, okay? Number one, you literally were posting videos where you were telling liberals to get right with God literally 2 weeks ago, okay? 2 weeks ago, you were saying stupid shit like that. And now all of a sudden, you want to pop out and you're like, you've had a come to Jesus moment. I mean, my guy, I've tried to put down some bad habits too, but I usually didn't, bam, flip flop. And I'm sorry, but just like, we've all tried to quit this and quit that and we go back to it. Okay, because you see that the second everybody's not kumbaya and throwing their arms around you, now you're over here basically like, oh my God, how the tides have turned, this, that, and the third. Okay, I watched your policy video. And I want to speak to you as someone who doesn't have your privilege, right? I'm not a male and I'm not white by MAGA standard, okay? And I'm going to try to do it from memory, but some of the things I heard you said that you're 100% pro-gun. Well, you can't be, and look, I don't believe in anybody attacking you for your beliefs, all right? I believe in pluralism, I do, which means that I have to leave room for your beliefs just like you have to leave room for mine. But what you have to understand is that democracy isn't just built on pluralism, it's built on, what the majority of the country wants versus the super rigged system that we currently exist in, okay? So the majority of people want sensible gun laws because there is a mass shooting in America every single day. So when you say things like, you're 100% pro-gun, well, that just basically discounts all the families that have lost children to gun violence or husbands who've lost wives, do the math, all of that, all right? So you can't say that you're 100% gun and then say that you want unity because, of course, that's insanity. Because the people, you have to concede something. When you say, I want unity, but I want to be able to hold on to every single one of my beliefs, that's not unity. You're just trying to engage in white hierarchy as per usual, but you're trying to call it something else. Now, I'm not doing these in order because I'm trying to do it from memory. You said the thing about immigration, and you said, we don't care about people coming here, but they have to come here legally. All right. Well, I don't know how long you've been here, how long your family's been here. All right. Now, my family's been here for several generations. But here's what I do know. I worked for an immigration law firm. And when you say, oh, they should do it legally, you don't even know what that means. Because you're an American, you're privileged. You have no concept of what that means, right? To come from a war-torn country and for it to cost $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 and take many, many years, right? To try to even get like asylum and to get into this country. That's what you're missing, right? What does that mean? We're going to do it legally. And if you believed that, then you should have led with, but what ICE is doing right now is wrong. When you have these people who are here legally with papers or pending, and they're being arrested and thrown out and all of that. So because you have no concept of the process, right? I can guarantee you that if you and I get on a live, I will absolutely tear your ass up about immigration. That you do not know shit from Shinola about it. So it's easy to say as a white man in America, oh, they should just come here the right way because you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. And I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just being dead ass. You do not know what you're talking about. If the pathways to citizenship were open and accessible, more open and more accessible, more people would do it the right way. And again, because you come from America and worse than that, or add to that, you're a white man in America, you don't know what it's like to live in a country where civil war has broken out or there's a dictatorship and all you're trying to do is take your fucking family and make a better life. You don't know what the fuck that is like. So for you to sit over there and judge people because they didn't do it the way that you wanted them to do it, I mean, that's insanity. Okay, and then that brings me to the abortion point that you meant, where you said, that you agreed for exceptions like rape, incest, medical necessity. Okay, well, that puts you well above many MAGA people. But the thing, when you said this stupid shit about how, if adults do that and basically they're in poor areas, that's just poor planning, bad decisions. But again, that's your privilege card, right? Because you were raised probably in a household, maybe, I don't know, with two parents, Okay, you were probably given better sex education. You probably have access to money for prophylactics. I mean, so your statement on its face assumes a lot of things which are inherently racist, and because of your white privilege, you don't even realize how racist that is. And so again, please go watch the video that I did this morning, which was principally in response to your whole purple revolution, is that we can't come together with right and left can't come together, right, on basic issues until the people on the right recognize that what sits at the base of the majority of your policies, if you want to call it that, is this kind of arrogant white privilege attitude where you are incapable of seeing the struggles of anybody else, right? So that is a huge part of the problem. It's so easy for you to judge because you've always been a male, I'm going to assume, and a white male in America. Like, you won the fucking genetic lottery. And I'm not trying to pull the race card. I'm just being serious. You have to factor that into everything. So when you call for unity while still making racist, misogynistic comments out your mouth, then of course, yeah, the tides are going to turn on you. All right. Now, also, it should be said that I don't have a problem with a movement that brings left and right together in a up versus down versus left versus right. But the people who made it left versus right, I mean, like really, really made it left versus, is y'all. Y'all have been capitalizing on fucking hate for a decade, calling us snowflakes, libtards, this, that, and third, whatever. I don't even listen to half the stupid shit y'all say. But you guys have made the brand owning the libs. I mean, where has that gotten you? You elected a fascist idiot who's destroying our nation. Yeah. So when you call for unity without giving yourself the time to do the work, the self-work, the introspection, then all you're doing is it's political window dressing, right? It's for views, counts, whatever. And I'm sorry, I know you have some other creator, I can't remember her name, Honey Badger something or the other, who I actually like and respect. I don't happen to agree with her on this particular movement. First off, a movement like this cannot and should not be headed up by someone like you. A person who 2 weeks ago was literally threatening physical violence against liberals. All right? That's just not how it is. It has to be somebody who's more level-headed, who's never gotten on here and threatened violence against other people. Because realistically, nobody can trust that. All right? Maybe some independents could lead the charge, but definitely not you.